Logan stood at the grocery store counter holding a small basket with milk, bread, and cereal for his little sister, and his heart sank when he realized he didn't have enough money to pay for everything. He felt embarrassed as people waited behind him, and just when he was about to remove items, a gentle voice offered to pay, and a kind woman named Sarah stepped forward with a warm smile. Logan tried to say she didn't have to, but his voice cracked as he explained he was taking care of his younger sister alone, and Sarah placed a comforting hand on his shoulder and told him it was okay to accept help sometimes. She paid for his groceries with no hesitation, and the kindness in her eyes made Logan feel seen, valued, and safe for the first time in a long while. Outside the store, Logan thanked Sarah with sincere gratitude, saying he would never forget what she did, and she told him that one day he would help someone too when life gave him the chance. Logan walked home with the grocery bags feeling a little lighter inside, and his sister hugged him happily, unaware that a small act of kindness had just changed their lives. Over the years, Logan worked hard, studied whenever he could, and took care of his sister with love because he wanted to become someone who made people feel the way Sarah made him feel that day. He grew up believing kindness was the most valuable thing a person could give, and he promised himself he would always choose compassion first. As time passed, Logan became a paramedic, a job he chose because helping others gave him purpose and reminded him of the moment someone cared for him when he needed it most. He saved lives, comforted families, and treated strangers like they mattered, just as Sarah once treated him, and this made him proud of the man he was becoming. One late afternoon, while finishing his shift, a call came in about a young boy choking at a nearby park, and Logan rushed with his team, focused on staying calm for the child. When he arrived, a small crowd had gathered around a terrified mother holding her son who struggled to breathe, and Logan stepped forward with steady hands and a calm voice. He quickly performed the life-saving procedure, and after a tense moment, the boy gasped for air, began crying, and the mother broke down with relief and held her son tightly. She thanked Logan repeatedly with tears in her eyes, and as he told her her son would be okay, she finally looked at his face clearly, and the color slowly changed in her expression. The mother's eyes widened as she whispered Logan's name in shock, and Logan froze for a moment before recognizing her face, the kind, familiar eyes that once saved him years ago. It was Sarah, older now, with tired lines on her face, but still with the same gentle warmth he remembered, and the air around them filled with quiet emotion. Sarah hugged him tightly with gratitude and disbelief, and Logan felt his heart swell when he realized he had just saved the child of the woman who once helped save him in her own way. Sarah said she never expected to see him again, especially not like this, and Logan smiled softly and told her her kindness helped shape the man he became. Sarah explained life had been difficult lately after losing her husband and raising her son alone, and she sometimes wondered if the kindness she gave to others still mattered. Logan held her hands gently and said her one act of kindness changed two lives, his and his sister's, and now her kindness had come back to her at the moment she needed it most. Sarah's son hugged Logan and called him a hero, and she looked at Logan with pride, saying she always hoped he would grow into someone who made a difference. Logan said he would love for them to stay in touch, and Sarah nodded with a smile that looked lighter than before, as if the world finally felt safe again. As Logan walked back to the ambulance, he looked up at the evening sky with gratitude, realizing life had brought everything full circle in the most beautiful way. Sarah watched him leave with tears in her eyes, knowing the world was kinder because she chose to help a young boy years ago without expecting anything in return. Logan went home and told his sister about what happened, and she cried softly because that one act of kindness had grown into something she never imagined. His sister said life finally gave them proof that kindness always finds its way back, and Logan smiled, knowing she was right. From that day forward, Logan and Sarah kept in touch like family, checking on each other, sharing meals, and being the support they once wished they had. Their story became a gentle reminder that even the smallest act of kindness can travel far and return when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it most. Whenever Logan spoke to new paramedics or kids at school events, he always repeated the lesson Sarah taught him: be kind, even in small ways, because you never know how much it can change a life. And every time he said those words, he silently thanked Sarah for giving him the kind of hope that lasted a lifetime and continued to grow through every life he touched.